Alright, I basically am using my friend's account so I can show a little bit of what else, there is to STO that, level 3 doesn't really have to show. Right now, this is just, like an open battle sector, so I guess, if you don't want to do missions to, like, get, progression towards leveling up, you can just group up if you want, or go solo and just defeat enemy ships. They respawn fairly quickly, so I don't know. Didn't seem like there was ever an end to them. You just go do your thing. This is the second class ship. It's a cruiser. Looks pretty cool compared to the first one. So this character is like level 11, and I queued up for scenario. Just kind of waiting for it to come. That's what she said. I don't know, some cool stuff. I didn't realize that you could actually see graphically what the arc of your phaser was, but if you highlight where on the hotbar where your phaser array is, you'll actually highlight where you can shoot. So I just got into the scenario. What is this called? Like minefield or something? This is my first scenario, so I basically had no idea what was going on. I was just kind of waiting, hoping that someone else knew what they were doing, but they didn't seem to really be doing anything, so I wasn't exactly sure what was going on. Basically, what you're going to see is me epically failing. I had no idea what to do, and I've never really used this ship before, so I didn't know what all his skills did. Now I do. Could have done a little bit better, but I think in general I was just outclassed, in the sense of, well, maybe still, probably still, but they also probably have better equipment, better ships, because the scenario is levels 11 through 20, so I think this is like the first scenario set. Yeah, I'm taking a beating pretty bad. If you can see, those are enemy or photon mines, whatever. Those are kind of cool. I know that if I had them equipped, I could use them. I don't think they do too much damage, but it's basically you lay 5 mines where you're like right behind your ship, and then look at me fail. They will attract whoever's near. You can shoot them with phasers, if they're coming towards you, but if you just avoid them, it's not a big deal. I basically don't know what's going on. I keep on seeing those purple, like, fireballs being shot at people. I have no idea what those are. And I was totally not expecting to run into the Cleon for some reason. I don't know. First kind of random thing that I found annoying is I had no idea where my team was after I respawned. But I think that's more of our fault as players. I think we're supposed to form a group. I don't know why it doesn't automatically do it. Technically, I'm not even sure if you can form a group, but I mean, it only makes sense that you would be able to. That would make things easier. So I was just kind of flying, looking for someone, anyone, and they pop up on your screen. But what is that like? You showed up at like 20 meters or something, or kilometers. The other dude's 25. So I really don't know what the range is before you see friendlies and enemies. I don't know why I'm flying into the freaking group. Guess I thought I could help that one lonely guy. Big mistake, as you can see. See, unfortunately, I'm not even using any of my skills. Not really. I mean, I popped emergency shields, but yeah, I'm also set for more power going to my guns and my shields, I think. No, they're going to my shields. But basically, what was that? Okay, so the person at the bottom right of my screen, where it has my crew, the person in red, one of my tactical officers, her skill gives your next like phaser shot extra power, which I guess could be useful. It's probably, they have probably very better offensive skills later on, but then it's set up with 2 engineers, so you can have, I guess, 2 emergency shield power, but you can't do them like one after another. There was a cooldown still, like a global cooldown for that skill in general, but it still would have, you still get effectively quicker emergency shields having 2 than you would with 1. And then that last person on the right, the blue one, the science officer, what was it? It was something like you take 30% less damage from energy weapons. So that's any phasers. Photon torpedoes and quantum torpedoes are like physical kinetic energy or whatever. So I don't know exactly what it does. And then my personal skill is also like a buff to the shields, because this character, like the captain, so the actual player character, is the engineer. So, what is it called? Shield modulation, I think it was called. Basically, I think it was like 40% increase in shield, like strength, for 30 seconds. Something is pretty good. And then even evasive maneuvers actually increases your defense a bit for your shields. So, I mean, you could plan out some pretty good initial attacks if you want to draw fire or something, and you could live through it. There's also, which I didn't know before, there's like consumables, like equipment, so like batteries and stuff. If your power for either your weapons, your shields, your impulse engines, if those are going down, which are indicated by the numbers in the middle bottom of the screen, you can basically use those batteries to recharge completely. I didn't use any. I didn't want to use any of his, but I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm thinking, I don't know why we did so terribly. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing, but their team seemed to do pretty good. Ours did pretty bad. But hey, what are you gonna do, right? Just die a few times. Oh yeah, as far as I know, when you die, not in PvP, but out in PvE, I don't think there's any penalties for dying. You just respawn. It's supposed to be more of an inconvenience thing. Like if you're in a mission, it's kind of like a console game where you have respawn points as you move forward. So really, the downside or the penalty is just inconvenience. Maybe you lose 10 minutes time or something. I don't know. I was watching my friend play earlier and he died. And he was lucky though, he had died right after a respawn point, so it wasn't a big deal. There is PvP for ground war, so you can do it with like your character rather than just your ship. I haven't tried it out yet, but I'm sure it's decent. I was actually watching one of the away missions, and it looked better than I thought it would, because my experience with the away missions was very limited. That's it, so see you.